Hello, hello. It is Direct Mail Monday, June 18th, 2018. Steve Sipress here, and I am wearing my brand new Father's Day giveaway at the ballpark, the Arizona Diamondbacks ridiculous red Hawaiian shirt with multiple kinds of cactus and the team logos and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get right to it. We moved in a couple of weeks ago. Took about a week for our mail to start arriving. We got a bunch of forwarded stuff, but also we're seeing the first stuff arriving to us as new residents in the new place. And I was all excited to see all the new mover offers and all the welcome to the neighborhood and all the, hey, come and check us out, and your first meal is free on us and all that kind of stuff. So let's dive right in and see what great offers we received here as new members, new residents of the area. Okay, Alan is here, Rick is here, Toby is here. Great seeing you guys. We'll dive into it, and we'll start off with, lo and behold, it's the same darn thing that I showed several times, a whole bunch of times up at our last place, was the old Cox Communications that we still have. I have my landline here and our high-speed internet. We had to transfer it over here, and they're still calling me the current resident. So I'm still not opening that, because I deserve, as I say in every one of these when I show that, I deserve as a customer some kind of recognition of that and a customer special discount. So I'm not paying any attention to that nonsense. Speaking of which, we got another similar one. Here it is, DirecTV. We also moved our DirecTV to here, and we're getting the, hey, resident, at least in this one I think acknowledges that we moved in, make the move with DirecTV. Well, we already did. You already installed it. Hello. Next, check this out. Another one, the old Sunsetter. I share this every spring. I get the big mailing, and then I get the follow-ups and the emails and the phone calls, and here's your local installer, and you get all the savings with this. Is really well done. You want to learn how to do direct mail and do some of your own. You can start out by modeling the Sunsetter. Just respond to the TV commercial or go to the website, I guess, and start getting their stuff. I won't go all through it, as I do several times during the year, but that is really well done. You can learn a lot if you know what you're looking for. If not, get a hold of somebody who can help you out with what you're looking for and why it works, the stuff that they do. What else? Check this one out. We received 2 postcards from the same pizza place. So how about that? So these are, again, to the resident, bulk mail, but I love where it says to the pizza lover at. So this has got a name on it of somebody who lived here previously, or the pizza lover at. And I know it's to someone who lived here previously, was a customer, because it says, thanks for being a great customer. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Cox or DirecTV ought to be sending me if they want me to look at it. So this pizza place says, thanks for 20 years. Went quicker than a slice of pizza. Now, my beautiful wife Michelle was telling me, because these were an advertiser yesterday, and we were at the Mets game at the Diamondbacks field, at this Venezia's New York style pizza. I'm like, oh, I'm from New York style pizza. She's like, that pizza's terrible. I'm like, well, then it ain't New York style. But you see what happens when you get 3,000 miles away. You can just say New York style pizza, because people out here, they don't know what New York style pizza is. You can say anything. However, that's good in the short term. Okay, but you always hear me saying, I believe that an excellent product or service is just the ante to get in the game. So having the crummy New York style pizza, that can make the sale once. My beautiful wife Michelle was, oh, New York pizza, let's check it out. I'll never go back. Then she tells everybody, don't ever go there. As soon as I was like, oh, look, New York style, out comes the story. They're terrible, whatever. So here comes the postcard, New York style pizza. And right away, I'm like, see ya, goes in the trash. Even though there's some special offer. And on this one, check it out. Speaking of which, there's the Diamondback schedule. So they got the generic baseball player, not Diamondbacks, not licensed. And then they've got the, you'll never strike out, meaningless waste of a headline that doesn't sell anything. You'll never strike out. How about free pizza? You just moved in, right? On your day of moving, you unpack the whole kitchen. You really want to cook? We'll give you a free pizza. And then a bounce back coupon to another free pizza. And then half price pizza and whatever, and like get me in the habit of going to this pizza place, and I'll never go anywhere else, and I will spend all my thousands and thousands of dollars over the years with your pizza place. Would it be worth giving one free pizza that costs you $2-3 to make? Yep, but nobody does it. Well, my clients do it, but most business owners not smart enough. So this one just goes right in the trash. Pizza lover, however, it's inferior, fake New York style pizza, so we're out. Although they did get us once, apparently, or my beautiful wife Michelle wouldn't know that it's crappy. All right, next. Another one here. This one is just simply to the resident, I guess. They didn't clean the list because it has a name of a previous resident on it. And it's Geico. You could save $500, have a ball this summer. Okay, ball. Yeah, we get it. See, being cute, people think they take the cue from these big companies that do this cute stuff and have these cute slogans and stuff. Have a ball this summer, and there's a summer beach ball. Like, that doesn't sell, though. Okay? When's the last time? Anybody here, hopefully you're all business owners, right? When you've been selling and you're talking to a prospect, whether they come into your place because you're a professional, doctor, lawyer, an auto repair, retail shop, or you go to them, you're a contractor, you're a home remodeler, a landscaper, heating and air, whatever it is, and you're making that sale. Does lots of cute slogans, is that what gets the sale done? Do they say like, oh, heating and air, is this going to save me money on my bills? I don't know about that, but you'll have a ball this summer. And you throw them a beach ball? Like, it doesn't work. Why do it through the mail? Okay, so when you get your message, your irresistible offer that works, you can deliver that in any of the different ways. The irresistible offer is the O in the WOW strategy, and the last W stands for the way or ways. You will get that irresistible offer to your target market, your target who. That's the W is the first W, the WOW strategy. It's as simple as that. So a postcard, in person, a phone call, an ad, a website, they're all just a different way of getting that offer, not a way of getting a meaningless, cute slogan. Cute doesn't sell, folks. So don't copy the big companies. Here's the deal. The owners of the big company, which could be you because they're stockholders, or the CEO, first of all, they know nothing about marketing at all. So they hire these marketing people, but do they hire marketing experts? Direct response marketing people that know how to sell like me? No. They hire people with MBAs that studied numbers and theories in college and got a fancy degree. Those people are now spending the big company's budget and the money, not their own. Okay, we got to invest our own money into our marketing advertising. We got to do something that's going to work. Big companies don't. The people spending that money are kids who have marketing degrees. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They just got tons of millions of dollars to throw at stuff, and sales go up or down, and they can always make an excuse and go, well, I don't know. We did a radio ad, we did a magazine, we did a TV. Well, I don't know what worked and what didn't work. We had a cute slogan. We put a beach ball in the summer, see, and in the winter we put something for the winter. We said skate on in for savings, not down here in the desert, but you get my point. Like, all that cute crap doesn't sell. Save it for a fortune cookie. Okay, we got to make money. We got to sell. So how about something that would have sold? Now, what kind of thing was that? Oh, Geico, insurance. How about, save X amount of money? Isn't that their winning slogan that works? No. Yeah, that's Geico, right? 15 minutes could save you 15%. No, we're going to come up with a new one that doesn't work. You could save money and have a ball this summer. Cute. In the trash. Next, another thing going in the trash is this discount mailer with all the, well, it's from a pool company. I thought it was a various different companies, one of these discount mailers, but it's a pool company, pool supply company. And they have all kinds of pool toys and pool whatever, and, buy your chemicals. Of course, we have a professional pool person who my beautiful wife Michelle met when she first came by. She's from Wisconsin, like my beautiful wife Michelle, so they had a blast. But we don't need to buy chemicals or whatever in this or that or anything, so that goes away. Next, another one with an old name from somebody who used to live here, so you got to clean your list. I talk about that a lot. Make sure you're running your list through the NCOA, change of address, and clean it up so you don't get this kind of stuff where, although this is a generic mailer, I'm sure, but I can enjoy up to $500 at Chase. See the difference? Chase doesn't have a beach ball and say, hey, have a ball, come into Chase. It says, enjoy up to $500 on us, details inside, and they repeat the irresistible offer on the back, enjoy up to $500, see details inside. It's known as a call to action. So now I'm going to open it and see that I have to deposit X amount of money and leave it in for X amount of time and whatever. But hey, $500. Do you think that beats a cute picture of a beach ball with a dumb slogan? Yeah. Put your irresistible offer right up front so you can get a response. Next, another previous tenant, and this is a nonprofit organization, the McDowell Sonoran Conservatory of Scottsdale, Arizona. Don't know what that means. Nothing on the back, big mistake. So there's two ways of doing a mailing, right? You can do the old sneak up and make it look like personal mail. You just put a return address, not the name of the company, and it's all handwritten with a live stamp. That's the best way to sneak up and make it look personal. But then, of course, on the inside, better be something that's a personal looking type of letter. Otherwise, people are going to feel duped and just throw it out. Or if you're not going to sneak up and you're going to tell them this is from a business, well, then you want to scream it. If you're already telling them this is from a business, I know that before I open it, why'd you waste the whole back of the envelope? If you don't know what to put, folks, and you got a lot of space, at least put some testimonials. So what this tells me is, number one, they don't know what they're doing with direct mail, so they're paying money to their consultant or their employer, whoever's doing it, is a maroon, and they're wasting a lot of money on it, and they're probably saying, oh, direct mail doesn't work. We'll just use the internet because they send crap like this. Second of all, maybe they don't have a lot of testimonials, so they don't have nothing to fill up the other side. So either way, it's a loss, okay? Put some customer testimonials if you don't know what else to write. You see what Chase did. They just put their offer on each side. Boom, irresistible offer. I don't see any irresistible offer here. Oh, except there's another meaningless slogan. Find your treasure here. What does that mean? Not opening it. Don't even know, have no interest, no need, no incentive to open the thing. So not opening it. Well, another lesson, by the way, I teach a lot, right? Just because you invest money. I mean, this thing it's a full color envelope, and it's fairly heavy piece, so it's probably 2-page letter maybe inside. Oh, I can even see through it now. It's got a return address envelope. So you got a number 10 envelope, and inside the number 9 return address envelope. That costs money. So this mail is costing like $1 with the postage and everything to get out, and yet that doesn't entitle you to get it read. You can't think if somebody didn't respond, they didn't like the copy, they didn't like what was written, they didn't like the font it was written in, or where your logo is. They don't even see it. Okay? Most people will never see your offer, especially when you mail it with no reason to open it. So don't think that, don't blame it on your copywriter, whoever did the inside. Your copywriter should have put some on the outside. See, because he would like making money and not get fired. So he would say, you're paying me all this money to write the letter. Would you allow me to help get the letter read? Because I believe if people read it, they could respond. But if you just send it in that envelope and say nothing but some stupid slogan, find your treasure, whatever the hell it said, nobody's going to read my thing, and then you're going to fire me and you're going to claim direct mail doesn't work. So big mistake there. Next, you got a couple of these real estate things, right? So you got the old real estate, we just moved in and they're already like, hey, do you want to buy a home in the area? Clueless, right? Where's the welcome to the neighborhood thing? But one thing I do like about this one is they got there it is. They got a whole page of testimonials, 4-page flyer here. And they got the obligatory, here's a bunch of houses, but then they got all these testimonials, which I'm not taking the time to read them. Oh, and here's a lesson on testimonials. Now, they should have pulled a phrase out of each one and put it in bold at the top and bold some of the stuff in here too, so that it would create what's called a dual path of readership. So one path is they expect someone to read every word. Second path is I'm going to skim. Lots of people will do both. They will first skim, and if it seems interesting, they'll read in more detail. But you're not allowing me to skim because you're not pulling anything out. You're not pulling out a headline. You're not pulling anything in bold. I'll show you the first one. Blah, 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 blah. These people helped us with the purchase of our home. They were there for us through the search, purchase, and closing. Years later, when we chose to move, they were there for us through the listing, determining sale price, photos, need the glasses. In my old age, videos, and the closing of the sale, we had confidence in them because they work as a team. They have years of experience and knowledge to navigate through all real estate transactions. Holy crap. I take it back. You can't pull anything out of that because it's crap. That's as generic as a real estate testimonial gets. It says nothing. Nothing to differentiate you from anybody else. Oh, they were there for us, and they helped us. Now, anybody ever buy or sell a home? Did they help you with the listing, determining sale price, photos, and closing of the sale, and working as a team and have experience and knowledge? Yeah, that's every single real estate. It's a crap testimonial, and they put that on top. I can only imagine how bad the next ones were. But let's just say it was a good one. And it said, I have bought and sold a bunch of homes in my lifetime, but these guys had the most attention to detail. They had the most care. They had the most patience. They answered all our questions. So now it would say something like, they had the best agents I've ever had, something like that. So it would say in there, yeah, they were the best agents I ever had. We would bold it. We'd put it in the headline on top, and so on. And then they have what they think is their irresistible offer, which is quite resistible, like 98% of businesses use. No offer or a resistible one. Free and private valuation of your home. Again, who doesn't do that? Give you a free valuation of your home. Ooh, ah. But that beats the heck out of the meaningless slogan. There it is again. Their meaningless slogan is, can you get more meaningless than this? Expanding beyond traditional solutions to meet all your real estate needs. Holy meaningless drivel of crap. Not possibly getting a call. And the pièce de resistance. Now I see some likes. I got to thank everybody. Michael's here. Jim Lincoln. Jeff Ducharme is here. And Jeff has a comment. And I can't even scroll up, so I apologize to everyone else that was here and for all the likes, but I see a comment from Jeff. Oh, and some more likes from someone. And Jeff says, dual path of readership. Some read every word, most skim. So headlines pop out the powerful points. Exactly. Well said. All right. So the last piece, I received an email today from Joe Polish. People might not know who that is, but it's a guy who is an entrepreneur's entrepreneur. He has a group of hundreds of entrepreneurs, colloquially named by members of the group as the 25K group. He calls it the Genius Network. Colloquially, the name is the 25K group because we pay $25,000 a year each just to be in the group. And there's no payments, and there's no I'll see you later. There's $25,000 up front to get in the group. I was in there for 2 years, haven't been in for a couple of years, had a little difference, not with Joe, but with someone on the staff, and kind of exited out of the group. But I always knew this is and of course experience proved it, that this is a highly functioning, great high-level group of entrepreneurs to hang out with. We all ponied up 25 grand just to get in the room. What kind of room is that? This is not your local networking event that costs $10 for the cheesy, greasy food or something, or it's free, or it's $50 or $100. Or I was at an event last week, I think it was $297, or some events are $1,000 or $3,000, even $5,000. This is $25,000 to be in the group. So what does that mean? That means it weeds out the riffraff, and by riffraff I mean even someone that could pay $20,000. I mean, it's really high-level entrepreneurs. You'd know many of the names, and I talk about them, and I interview them in my magazine and on my blog, and you see them all over the place, real superstars. Well, I got an email today from Gina in Joe's office saying, hey, this is Joe, and I sent you, look out for a big red envelope, and I hope you'll open up, and said something like, I hope you'll read the first 3, here it is. It was like, I hope you'll read the first 3. Oh, that was my response of like, hey, I moved, and here's my new address, thinking I wouldn't get it. But then you see it's got the forwarding thing right on it. So it did come to me today, but I got the email today saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. It's coming to your snail mailbox, and I'm emailing with the hope that the big red envelope makes your A pile, and blah, 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 blah. And by the way, well, now he's calling it Genius X instead of Genius Network. Anyway, Jason Flatlin, who I am interviewing Wednesday morning. How about that? So Jason wrote the letter, and I'm interviewing Jason. He'll be on the cover of an upcoming issue of Rhino Monthly Magazine, and he'll be on the Rhino Daily Podcast. You'll figure out why it's so important and relevant to your biz after you read the first 3 paragraphs Jason wrote you. My simple request, would you favor me 300 seconds of your time to tear open the red envelope and read the first 3 paragraphs so you can decide if the invitation is ideal for you. It'll mean much to me if you do that for me, blah, 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 and he goes on. So this is a great strategy to use. Again, you're spending the money on the direct mail piece, right? We have some, put my glasses away. The video's still going on. I still got to read stuff, and I'm still old. What was there? Oh, yeah, the stamps. So we got, 3 forever stamps. So that's like $1.50 or so, and a big red envelope. And the letter and whatever's on the inside. So that's like $3 a piece, probably, maybe a little more, to mail this out. Now, to someone that paid you 50 grand to be in your 25K group for 2 years, do you think it's worth $3 to send them something in the mail? The email is free. He could have said whatever's in here in the email. Joe's a smart marketer. He said $3 to the guy who gave me 50 grand. Even if I was only in 1 year, gave him 25 grand. That's a good list to market to, right? I might come back to the group. Ironically, at the time that I was a member of the group, I'd fly down 3-4 times a year from Chicago. Now that I'm right here, I'm not a member of the group. So maybe I'm thinking of that. Now that I'm right here, I would save, a couple of $1,000s a year on travel and a few travel days and whatever. And like I could be right here, and maybe I will come back. So, here comes the big red envelope, and I am going to favor Joe 300 seconds of my time to tear it open and read the first 3 paragraphs so I can decide if the invitation is ideal for me. Now, I know that every year in the fall they do their annual event. That costs 10 grand for a 2-day event, unless they've changed the price. And so that's likely, I'm guessing, what this is about. And there it is, see? Dear Steve, Jason Fladlin here. Just so happens I'll be talking to him at 8 a.m. So that's in about 36 hours from now. I'll be interviewing him for my magazine and my podcast. And first, you should know I do not work for Joe. I'm not paid to write this sales letter, nor was I asked to. How about that? Yeah, see? So he's selling out this annual event that's in Newport Beach in the fall sometime. And this is, it's more than just a couple of pages. This is the numbers on it. Oh, and we got an insert. So there's the insert. Had to register for so this is called the Genius Network still, the Genius Network annual event at the Arizona Biltmore. So there you go. It's not even in Newport Beach. It's right here. I guess he's talking about, the first one was in 2014 in Newport Beach. But this one's going to be right here at the Arizona Biltmore, which I've been there for an Infusion Con event years ago. It's a beautiful, spectacular place with lots of actual real grass. It has a golf course, but also real grass in front, which, we long for that out here because we never smell the fresh grass. We smell the rocks and the cactus. But anyway, so there it is. So that's how to register. Go to some website. So there's one lesson. You want a different website. He doesn't say go to my website and click somewhere to somehow find where the event is. It's geniusnetworkevents.com. Like, he sets up a website. Costs $10 for the URL, folks. Set up a special website. And, hey, Steve is here. Good seeing you. And, by the way, contact Jeff because he is a part owner of a company that has the easiest, quickest way to throw up websites all you want. So every different offer you have, every different product, service, location, any different event you're having, any reason, all bing, bang, boom, he's got a thing that immediately throws up websites incredibly quickly and easily, and they look great and they're effective. So contact Jeff for that. But anyway, so there it is. It's a 12-page sales letter. And check it out. It ends on page 8 or 9 with the sincerely Jason Fladlin, and then it goes into the PS and the PPS, and it's still going to go on for pages. Boom, boom, 2 more or 3 more pages after the letter ends. Another good lesson, that PS. A lot of people will skip right to the PS before they read the rest of the letter. Again, going back to what Jeff commented on, I spoke earlier about one of the pieces with the the real estate piece with the dual path of readership. Now, they did not have a dual path of readership, but you can see here that Joe knows what he's doing, and Jason, they're both brilliant marketers, and they got headlines, and they got bold. A few things that would have helped here is varying the font. Instead of being one font all the way, this is much more boring and difficult and onerous to read, of like, oh, look at all this to read. They could have had some call outs and some sidebars and some images and some change of fonts, and that's what we call an engagement strategy. Engagement technique gets me more engaged, gets me to read more because it's more interesting, and maybe I'll read a sidebar and then I'll get sucked into the rest of the thing. So but however, you got to I take that back, because you got to think about the who that you're sending this to, right? They're sending this to me, somebody that gave them, I'm guessing, even if a member was only for 1 year, and gave them at least $25,000, somebody that might read the 12-page sales letter. I met, maybe the first time I met Jason was in the group. He joined a couple years after I did, and evidently he's still in the group where I am not. And I guess I'll talk to him about that Wednesday morning. But that might have been the first time I met him in person. But anyway, so we have the weight of Jason, great guy, genius, brilliant. Everyone would know him and love him in this group. Joe, having the return address, and it's all about his event and all. So likely gets the buy-in from the people that are getting this. If it went to cold traffic, it'd be different, but it's going to people that, invested money, 25, 50, 100 grand with him. He's mentioning here, he's got his $100,000 a year group too. That he always talked about. He started it just, I think, on the tail end of me being a member. But anyway, I probably will read through this, especially since I'm talking to Jason in 36 hours. I'll check it out tomorrow. Will I attend the event or register or pay for it or whatever? I guess we'll see how good the letter is. Okay, so there you go. Big red envelope. Okay, so that's it for Direct Mail Monday. We started with a bunch of crap, and we finished with a really well-done piece. I would suggest some cosmetic improvements would get more engagement and people tearing into a little more, I think. But you know what? Who am I? I don't know how well it's going to do, and maybe it'll get, however, just one person attending the event's $25,000. Let's say he mailed it out to 200 ex-members, and it cost $3 a piece, $600. How many responses paying $25,000 or $10,000? Sorry, $10,000 for the event, unless he raised the price or changed it. Does it take to make this a success? Yeah, one person has to say, "I'll go." Do they say the cost in here for the event? It costs $10,000. Costs $10,000, and if you're worried about the price, then I can tell you already that this ain't the event for you. Bingo. See, that speaks right to people like me that say I do not want to get in the room with all the freebies, tire kickers, and plate lickers, and looking for $10 events and free events and all that nonsense. I want to get in a room with people that say 10 grand, let's go. So if you even got to think about, that's what the saying is, right? If you got to think about the price, then it ain't for you. Anyway, that's it for Direct Mail Monday. And Alex is here. Good seeing you. Jamal is here. Rick says, solid info. Thanks, Steve. You are welcome, Rick. Thank you for being on my videos. I recognize you on here a lot. Anybody that has not gotten a consultation with me, you might as well. Maybe after you watch a bunch of videos, you want to talk about it or implement something into your business. I hope you do. Go to stevesipress.com/consultation. I'll help you out with anything I can, and I guarantee to put money in your pocket. That's why I call it my 25K in 25 minutes. In one 25-minute call, I guarantee to put at least 25 grand in your pocket, and usually way into the six figures. That's why I can guarantee 25K. So stevesipress.consultation. Otherwise, you're free to just continue to watch my videos and hang out here. Always welcome the likes and the comments, and I love seeing people on here. Speaking of which, I'll be back tomorrow on Topical Tuesday, where I dive into something going on in the news. Is anything happening in the news these days? All kinds of stuff going on in the news. I'll pull something out, and I will teach a business lesson from that. It'll be very topical, which is fitting because it'll be on Topical Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and I hope I will see you then. Thanks, everyone, being here today, and everyone watching on the replay, and I'll catch you tomorrow. And I know I got to click on this twice, and there we go. Bye-bye.